Chapter 1, Lesson 1 and 2. We're going to be talking about prime numbers and composite numbers. Before we can talk about prime and composite numbers, we need to know what a factor is. A factor is a number that is multiplied by another number to find a product. So for example, we have 4 times 7 equals 28. The factors of 28 are 4 and 7. And 28 would be the product, or the answer. A prime number is a number that has exactly two factors, one and itself. Some examples of prime numbers are right here. 2, 3, 5, 7, and 13. All these numbers only have two factors, one and itself. For example, 1 times 5 equals 5. 1 times 13 equals 13. No other two numbers, when you multiply them together, will equal those two numbers. So here's some examples of some more prime numbers. 2, 1 and 2 are their factors. 3, 1 and 3 are their factors. And 5, 1 and 5. Numbers that are not prime, we say are composite. These are numbers that have more than two factors. For example, 4, we have 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. And 6, 1 times 6, 2 times 3. And 9, we have 1 times 9 and 3 times 3. So these numbers are composite because they have more than two factors. Lesson 2 talks more about composite numbers. Again, a composite number is a number that has more than two factors. For example, we have 6. 6 times 1 and 2 times 3 both equal 6. So the number 6 has four factors, 1, 2, 3, and 6. So basically we're looking for the different combinations that can equal a number. We have here 12. Find the factors of 12. So we always start with 1. 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4. Once I know I used 4, I don't have to use it again. We don't want to repeat any numbers. So the factors of 12 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12, which are right down here. We want to put them in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. Now we don't want to repeat the numbers because we don't use them two times. So we don't want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 6, 12. I'm going to put 3 in there two times as well. So we don't want to do that. We just want to use it one time. And that's how we find the factors of a number. Now sometimes arrays could help depending on the number and how big it is. It does take a lot of work to do it when we're finding the factors of a number. For example, let's say we're trying to find the factors of the number 6. What we would do is draw one row of 6 numbers. So here we have an array of one row of 6 numbers. Another way to do that is to have 2 rows of 3 numbers. And both of these equal 6. And that's how we get the factors. 1, 2, 3, and 6 are the factors of 6. And this is by using arrays. And once you get into bigger numbers, you're going to have a lot of these different arrays that could take up a lot of paper and take a lot of time. So we like to start with the number 1 times the number that they're looking for and then go down the line. Here we're trying to find the factors of 12. We have one row of 12. We have 2 rows of 6, and that equals 12. Then we have 3 rows of 4, and that equals 12. 12 is starting to get a little bit bigger, and we have 3 arrays. And once we get to like 16 or 24, 36, there's going to be a lot more arrays that we'd have to do. Again, that takes a lot of time. So we'd like them, again, to try it this way. Start with the 1, and then you're kind of using division. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 12 divided by 3 is 4. And again, you're done because you don't have to repeat the numbers. And these would be the factors of 12. Let's take a look at their homework. This is page 1. All we want to know if the number is prime or composite. Now I told them that I know it's asking them to write prime or not prime. We don't want to use not prime. We want to use the words prime or composite. Those are the words they're going to see on tests, and I don't want them to get used to saying not prime. So number 1, we already know is composite because 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. I'm just going to write a C because I don't have enough room with my pen. Number 6, 31. That's going to be prime. And 37 is also going to be prime. For page 3 in their homework, we're just going to look for the factors of the numbers. Now I know it says draw arrays to find the factors of each number. We don't have to do that. I want them to do it the way I had showed them in class. Because again, writing these arrays could take a long time, and they're not going to have enough room to write this on their paper. So for number 1, we've got 9. We're going to start with 1 times 9. And of course, 3 times 3. We don't repeat numbers, so your answer would be 1, 3, and 9. And down here it says use division to find the factors of each number, then write if the number is prime or composite. I'm not worried about that right now. We already did that on page 1. I want them just to factor the number and get the factors. Number 6, we got 49. Again, we start with 1 times 49, 7 times 7, and that is it. So 1, 7, and 49 would be the answer for number 6.